Hey guys, it's Michelle and today I'm coming at you with another Disney Cruise Line video. I know that Disney has the reputation of being a pretty expensive cruise line, but I feel like the other cruises are kind of climbing up the ladder in terms of price. So in this video, I wanted to share what things are not included in the cost of a Disney cruise and kind of sprinkle in the things that are so that you can compare and contrast and see, hey, maybe Disney cruise is around the same price as the once cheaper cruises. So let's go over the things that you will definitely get out of the cost of your cruise. Okay, so for the first thing, obviously your stateroom, you get room service twice a day. Now the tipping for your stateroom attendant and your server is not included in the price if you don't want it to be. You do have an option to pay in advance. That way you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to budget for it. Another thing that is included in the cost are these wonderful Broadway style entertainment shows. So you're getting either Aladdin, Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Frozen, Golden Mickey's, either one of those or two of those depending on what sailing you are on. In addition to that, they have little shows in the lobby, they have fireworks, they have the Pirate Night show. So there's a lot of shows that are there. You do not have to pay an additional cost for these. Now your food and drink are also included, but let me be specific. The food that is included is the buffet. So whether you're doing Marceline Market or Cabanas, so that's breakfast or lunch, is included. The quick service, like poolside dining locations, they are included. So pizzas, burgers, wraps, sandwiches, things like that. If you're sailing on the Wish, you get that wonderful taco Donald's Cantina place. Amazing, and that is included. Or you get the barbecue place, which a lot of people rave about as well. I just wanted to add that dinner is included at any of the 3 main dining rooms, depending on what cruise ship you're on. These dining rooms are highly themed. Some of them have entertainment, especially on the Wish. You have Arendelle, you have the Avengers Marvel themed restaurant, and pretty tasty food as well with a good variety that will suit any palate. So that is included in the cost. Something that I think makes Disney unique is you also get 24-hour room service, which is included in the cost. You do not have to pay an additional cost for this, which is a perk. I know on a lot of these cruise ships, you do have to pay for room service. So yeah, the only thing that I do is give a few dollars tip to whoever brings up the room service. Now, as far as drinks go, you're gonna get whatever fountain drinks are by the pool or in the dining spaces. You don't have to necessarily buy a beverage package. Disney doesn't really have that as an offering anyway. But of course, any alcoholic beverages are not included, and we'll get into that in a second. You can also get little snacks from the coffee shop. The actual specialty coffee is not included in the cost. However, the little snacks, like the little pastries and like brownie bars, you can get for free. I did not know this on my first cruise. Since then, I get one every time that I go. That little brownie looking Starbucks dupe thing is really good. So go into any of the specialty coffee places, whether it's Wishing Star or Co Cafe, and you can have any of the pastries or sweet treats for free. The youth clubs are obviously included, so the kids clubs, you don't have to pay anything for that. Most cruise lines you don't have to pay additional for. That is included in the cost. I just wanted to add that although the kids clubs are included, the nursery is not. So if you have a young child between the age of 0 to 2, you will have to pay an additional fee. It isn't very much. I think it's a few dollars per day, but be prepared for that if you want to drop your infant off. The water slides, so the Aqueduct, the Aqua Mouse, any of the slides on the ships are included in the cost. Now, when you go to Castaway Cay, the tram service is included, your buffet lunch is included in the cost, the beach chairs, the umbrellas, these are all included in the cost. You do not have to pay a rental fee for these things. So let's get into the extras, the things that you need to budget for, the things that can rack up the cost of your cruise should you choose to use it or participate in it. Starting with, of course, excursions. The portside adventures is what Disney calls them. And so these are the activities that you can book with Disney Cruise Line. They prearrange it. They tell you where to meet. They take you in a group. They put you on a tour bus or whatever your excursion may entail. They kind of just run the show and you follow. These can be quite pricey. So a lot of people have started to book with a private, like a Viator or something off a TripAdvisor. I'm not going to say yay or nay to either one. I do think that there's some security in booking with Disney because you know, okay, if the tour bus breaks down, they're going to wait for me to get on the ship. I know a lot of people say, I just book a private tour with a different company and I make sure that the tour is no more than 3 or 4 hours. That way we have plenty of time to get back to the ship. It's up to you, but I'm just putting it out there that excursions are not included. Another thing that is not included is the photo package. These tend to be quite pricey. I am of the opinion on Disney anyway, do the unlimited. It's about $200 and they take tons of pictures of you. I think it's worth it. I do. I will say that cast members are very friendly, very helpful. And if you do not want to take the photo package, like pay for it, just give them your cell phone. When you're meeting Mickey and Minnie, they will take a picture of you. So it's not that they are saying, oh, you have to use our photo package. They'll take a picture of you. If you're on deck and you want someone to take a picture of you, they will do so. So it's just a matter of, do I want the stress of having to make sure that I'm responsible for the picture? Or do you want to pay someone to take all the pictures for you? Now, there are cheaper packages that you could get. I always get unlimited because I think it's worth it. It's about $200, like I said, if you get the package before you get on the cruise ship. It goes up by about $50 once you get on board. So always do that on the app. Purchase that package or reserve it anyway. But if you want to do like 10 or 20 pictures, I think it's like $100 or something like that. So you can decide based on your budget what you think is best for you, or if you want to get this at all. I'm just putting it out there that it is not included. Now, obviously, alcoholic beverages are not included. So whether it be wine, beer, pina colada, there is, I think, a wine package that you can buy, like a certain amount of bottles per sailing, and it's like discounted in some way. I've never bought it because we're not big drinkers in that way. We always just pay kind of like individually for our drinks. But yeah, alcoholic beverages are not included. And in addition to that, the alcoholic beverage seminars are not included. One thing that I'm a big fan of is their mixology class and wine tasting classes. They are not included. It's about $50 per person. It's actually quite reasonable for the amount of drinks that you get, but it's something that, of course, you would want to add to your budget. Specialty coffee is not included. That's not regular drip coffee. That is included in the price. So when you get your soft drinks, you can also get coffee and tea. But like specialty, I don't know, I want a cappuccino or, you know, something fancy. That is not included. You will have to pay additional price for it. Obviously, spa treatments are something that you will have to budget. So if you want to get that special mani or pedi haircut, things of that sort, even trying out the rainforest room, you will want to add that to your budget. It is not included. And specialty snacks, so popcorn, which I think should be, even if you're like silver or gold status, I think you should like get at least a bucket of popcorn, but it is not included. So when you go to the movie theater or the shows, you do have to pay. Always get the refillable popcorn bucket. I think you pay about $10, and then for each refill it's like $1.50 or no more than $2. I don't think. It's worth it, especially if you have a large party. We're a family of 4 and we run through popcorn like crazy. So we always get the refillable popcorn bucket. There are some specialty dining like Palo, Remy, and Ashante that I do recommend you trying, especially Palo brunch. I'm never going to stop talking about it. But these come at an additional cost. for the value and the flavor and the magnificent food that you get, it is worth it. Like the brunch alone is like $50 per person, and it's all you can eat, and it's fantastic. Palo as well, dinner we've tried, and it's really good food. It isn't super expensive. Like you're not paying, I don't know, $300–400 that you might at a 5-star restaurant, but it is an additional cost, so factor that in when you're planning. Now, while most activities and crafts and things of that sort are free, the one that is not is bingo. You will have to shell out a few dollars to get that bingo card, and hopefully you're a big winner, so it offsets the cost of everything else on the trip. Something else that I forgot to mention that is not included is kid activities such as the Royal Court Tea Party or the Olaf picnic on the Wish. These are not included, and they're actually quite expensive. So they're definitely something you want to budget for, as well as if your kid wants to go to Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, whether for a princess makeover or a pirate makeover. That's something else that is not included, so consider that when you are budgeting. I have posted videos reviewing these experiences, so if you would like to see them, then click the link below. The last thing that I'm going to mention is kind of a given. Obviously, shopping and souvenirs are not included in your ticket, and I mean, you don't expect to just walk into Mickey's main sale and take everything out like it's free, right? So budget for your shopping, your souvenirs, and not just on the cruise ship, but if you plan to get off of the cruise ship, even tips for tour guides off of the ship, that's something that you may want to factor in as well. All right, guys, so that is the end of this video. I hope that it was helpful, just so that you know, especially if you've never cruised Disney before, you know in advance what things to anticipate in terms of your budget and what things are included. I think that's truly one of the things I like about Disney Cruise Line. You kind of know everything that you'll have to pay up front. It isn't a lot of nickeling and diming. I think that Disney has pretty good value. It is expensive, but if you're in the off season, or, you know, you catch a good time to sail, usually hurricane season, but they don't sail into hurricanes. That's a plus, I guess. But anyway, I will talk to you in the next one. I hope that all is well. Take care. Bye, guys.